So in terms of what are the biggest challenges that we face in really driving the change and making sure that patients is at the center of everything we do in LEO, I think there are a number of things to point to. You talked earlier about trust, building the trust in the community. If I should point to one thing that we're doing in that perspective is that we have, as I believe one of the very few companies, made our clinical data available back to 1990 to really show that we are transparent about the clinical results we have. We've also put in place a review committee where we have members of patient organizations sitting on the committee, again to show that transparency, because I strongly believe that that's a way to build trust. So that's certainly one of the challenges that we need to overcome. And inside LEO, obviously we have been in the pharma business for more than 100 years and we've been successful. So to drive that change when you're coming from a place where you're already successful, that is a challenge. Because it requires obviously that we change our priorities to spend time with patients. It requires that we have a vision, a story to tell that is important for all people in the company. It requires that the change we want to drive is supported by our structures like our incentive program. And it also requires that we make sure that our top leaders and the people in LEO actually have the skills that are needed to really become a patient-centric organization. So it requires a lot of different things to really wholeheartedly drive that change. In LEO, we strongly believe that when we focus on people, the business will follow. And that means for us as a company that there are cases where we know that we can actually meet this unmet need by the patients, but we are unable to make the business case. This is actually, I think, where push comes to show. This is where we have to demonstrate that this is not words, it's actually actions. So if we are able to meet the need, the unmet need, even though we cannot make the business case, we will do it anyway. If you came into my office 10 years from now, I probably wouldn't be here because I would be out interacting with patients. I would be out interacting with many of the important partners that we have in order to actually help patients. Because I do not believe that this is an undertaking that LEO can do on its own. I really do believe that this requires the whole healthcare industry to work much closer together to provide holistic solutions to patients. So I wouldn't be here if you came 10 years from now. I would be out interacting with all our very important partners and meeting with patients.
Well, that's very good.